time has come for you to be on your way. The creator at the heart of Maryland. Oh yeah, because the prison is not so easily traversed, however. Let us call upon Argos, the familiar whom you met earlier. You should have no trouble bearing you across. As Heidelin created me as the goaler, so too should create Argos as the guard. It is his nature to appear when needed, and yet he is nowhere to be found. Strange, we have the imbalancing of either has affected him. Let us make for the crushing brand and attempt to call upon him there. You need to recall the path you walked with Argos before, and you will find your way. If he labors in service to Heidelin's plan, I see no reason not to do as he suggests. Shall we make for this crushing brand then? So there's a new Oceania data center opening up, and I'm thinking about playing it. Because I want a house. I think we'll have a good shot at getting a house if it's a new data center. But there will probably be tons of people that server transfer onto it, so there's probably not that much of a chance of getting a house, if I'm not mistaken, because people will just server transfer, and that's all they have to do, so, you know. This is awesome. I love the moon. I love being on the moon here. I don't know how to get to this other spot here. One thing's for sure though, I love this game. This game is awesome. The thought of just being an FF14 streamer is tempting. Our problem is I don't think that there's going to be enough content. With a game like League of Legends, the players are the content, you know? FF14, it's mostly the story. In my experience, anyway. I don't know. I'd love to see FF14 evolve into like a competitive game. I think that's what it's lacking. If I were to name one deficiency of the game, is its PvP is not popular. And I don't know how to popularize its PvP. I really stumped there. But territory battles is probably the right direction to go. Having it to where you can influence the game world by playing in territory battles. I'm not sure where that content is, but that's what it needs, you know? Let me open up my chat. The environment here is exquisite. I really enjoyed this. We have a bridge. We have a bridge. Goodness, that is a slim bridge. Little cave here, but I don't think it's used for anything. It's just here.
Jay-Z, where are you?
Long march.
Huh? What?
Long march.
Long march?
Yeah. What?
Maybe I have to go up.
Up.
Might go Ava. Wanna try find some content. Me and Kawash.
Okay. I can take video.
We'll be ready to brawl though, but we don't have time yet.
We need time.
How in
No,
the
no, no.
heck do I get over there? I only see one pathway. It's this bridge right here, right?
You start from Royal City or Blackpool?
Royal.
Let me see what I
Okay, so this is new. No side quests here. You're not wasting your time anymore. You've made it this far, you're in for it. At least until you get back to the home planet. I don't know what it's called. Eorzea. Okay, this is weird. We got some weird stuff here.
What time is it?
I'm remiss that I only get to experience this one time, you know?
Scream soon.
Yeah. Scrimmage, bro. We're starting the scrimmage, right?
The place we seek is just ahead of Chlorophosgrot. You see, Argos cannot manifest without sufficient concentrations of ambient ether. You would be hard-pressed to find a greater confluence than inside this cavern. Follow me.
Pichi, where is Daisy?
I'm not sure.
Interesting is what it is.
I actually don't know.
Here will do nicely. The lunar spongoi draw ether from the ground, which is then dispersed in the air. At present, however, the ambient energies are not quite sufficient for Argos to manifest. Might you be willing to spare some of your own to help the spongoi along?
Oh, he did say we should just go down there first.
That's Heidelin. Argos manifests in a flash. He seems glad to see you again. Oh, that's Argos. A most fascinating creation of Heidelin's, would you not agree? Should the need arise, he is even able to create reflections of himself on a whim. Though I assure you it was no reflection which accompanied you earlier to the brand. No, Argos was quite eager to be at your side then, as he is now, it seems. I cannot recall when last he saw such an affinity for anyone. Indeed, I thought him more likely to shy away from you and your companions. Perhaps it was more than a sense of duty that compelled him to aid you before. I don't want it. I don't want the mount. I don't want the flying dog mount.
Where are you, Daisy?
Unexpected, but
market.
greatly appreciated. I don't want the mount. I don't want it as a mount. I believe we are all ready. Let us return outside that you may cross the chasm. I don't want the puppy mount.
Wait, massing now. Want to join streams?
It is my least
Shuffle.
favorite of the mounts so far.
Shuffled means we will not be in the same party.
I am really not sure, but they said we'll do the announcement.
I want giant dragons,
I'm a bit confused.
you know? I want cool stuff. I don't want a dog. You got plenty of dogs in real life.
I see you, Daisy. In the back.
State market.
It's overcrowded. You're lying.
No, I just went back to
Oh, okay.
to the thing. Thank you.
cancel Ava. We're going for screams already.
That too will start from Royal City, right?
Yeah.
I don't like it. Your destination is structured there across the cradle of darkness, but climb onto Argos' back.
They're going
to
1-3 IP, right?
Once you
same
arrive,
as
it won't
DBZ.
take long to find the ship's crew.
Yeah,
The
same.
facility is designated to rouse them from their slumber in the event of Zodiac's destruction. Heed their counsel. Together you may guide the star and its people to a kinder fate. This is where we part ways, but know that I shall ever be watching and praying for your success. Our allies' assurances notwithstanding, we cannot be certain what awaits us on the other side, so perhaps it would be best if we did not go all at once. I propose the two of us cross first while taking granted you're not sure we're here. It is so... The malefic ether yet permeates from the crater and remnants of Zodiac light. Oh my gosh. They wanted you to see how much work went into this. New location. This structure is enormous, though that is hardly surprising given the size of the average Amaran team. Apologies for the wait. Plus and shrieking a means by which you conserve its energy mayhap.
You guys wanna join?
I certainly wouldn't want him to blink out of existence on our account, helpful as he's been.
I need to do something for a while. Maybe you guys can set up the party first or something. I need about 15 minutes. I already told him up guys already lah, so maybe you guys can facilitate with them.
For those who wants to join, go get your CV figures and go to
Go where?
Kimagsikan Bridge Watch Island.
It just closed. It bridge is closed.
Scotty respected the hosting. Leave the party, JC.
Oh, sweet home. Safe journey.
Hello? You guys... Wait. Oh shit, cap 1 for IP, right?
Is it? It's not full load, right? Is it full load?
It's cap 1. What?
Is it lethal or?
No, it's not. It's not lethal.
Do we have to bring OC?
No! My god, no, no. So we need to join their comms, right?
Then come.
Okay, I'll move there.
Our moonship pilot should be around here somewhere. Is that right?
What is that? It's a new race! Oh my gosh, they're adorable. They're adorable. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, oh my gosh. Look at this. They're so cute.
Look lively, everyone! I know, this 1243rd inspection is a mite ahead of schedule, but it is of the utmost importance, for Zodiac, alas, is no more. As of now, our mighty moon has a new purpose, to bear the people of Aetheris to safety!
Back. Back.
Our time has come, my friends!
Back.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh
We
my
must be
gosh.
swifter than swift. There is much to do before our guests arrive.
Oh.
I expect your workstations to be immaculate. And don't forget to relay our signal to Aetheris. Questions? Yes? No? Maybe so? No? Then hop to it!
Hop to it. Ah. This is doing things to me. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. They're so adorable.
'Tis a rather curious crew she hath chosen. Their endearing forms intended to ease the passengers' hearts, perhaps.
Perhaps.
He's like, what the heck? Oh man. I assume the one who gave that rousing speech was their leader, though we might have to ask about it in order to track them down. Come here then, let us be about it. They're so cute. Oh my god, they're so cute. Chipper Laporin. Oh, that's the Laporin. Hum, hum, hum. What? The leader of the crew? Not me, I'm afraid. Singing Way's the name. I'm in charge of the construction and maintenance of the atmospheric circulation system. Only a crispest, cleanest area for the people of Aetheris. And that's a promise. Aww. Oh my gosh. Get out of here, man. This game. Get out of here. This is so adorable. They're so cute. It's not just me, they're very cute. reposing Lepore. Leader? No. Sleeping away. My job is... perhaps I'd better ask. Aw, her job is to sleep. Weaving way! Oh. What do you think of our clothing? I'll have you know I'm the mastermind behind its design. I love it. I love all of this. This is so pure. Roosting way. Ah, the Leporids. I want to play as a Leporid. How in the... When did you get here? Who let you in? Why wasn't I told? Take me to your leader. Leader? Ah, yes. Ahem. Look no further. I am the one you seek. Well, well. Looks like you beat us here. Your friends, I take it. Is this all of them? She's not the leader. A group comprised entirely of children. What must their parents be thinking? This isn't a nursery after all, though perhaps we should build one. Or did we build one already? No matter. You needn't worry about your petty little heads. All will be well, I promise. But goodness me, we shouldn't be standing about gawping. I must take you to meet the others. This is the cutest thing. If you could run along back toward the entrance, you'll find a path that leads to the central platform on the upper floor. There's no wrong way to reach it, but it's the large glowing ball at the center, if you should find yourselves lost. I shall gather the others and meet you there. Well then, back to the upper floor it is. These are so cute. They are so cute. These are so cute. To the upper floor. These environments are wild and awesome. What a game. I'm not even finished, and I'm thinking this is wild. This is so good.
Right, of course. Introductions are in order. Ahem. My name is Livingway, and we are the Loporits, created for the express purpose of commanding this ship and bearing the people of Atheris to a brave new world. More specifically, I am the one whom she charged with the execution of her most vital plans. You might say I'm her right paw. Livingway's the name. Map reader and navigator of the heavens.
Oh my gosh! Get out of here! This game is wild.
Pleasure to meet you all. But I'm still trying to make sense of this.
He's like, what the heck? He's like, I don't get it.
Confusion and bewilderment are completely understandable. Fear not, I shall walk you through it. The people of Atheris, through no fault of your own, I'm sure, set in motion a series of events that, unfortunately, culminated in Zodiac's obliteration. Acutely aware of the imminent crisis, your parents said to you little ones on ahead while they began the necessary preparations.
What? Uh-oh. They're confused.
Still not following? No? Very well, I shall elaborate further.
Uh-oh. There's the confusion here. Oh my.
Here we have Atheris, your home, and the moon, where we are now. Without Zodiac around to keep things lively, so to speak, the celestial currents of the star have doubtless begun to degrade. A calamity of apocalyptic proportions will be visited upon Atheris, bringing an end to all life. Very sad, that.
Oh dear.
Very sad that.
So too hath the Watcher claimed. By thine unperturbed countenance, I gather this eventuality was anticipated.
The doom and gloom. Oh yes, quite expected. Imagine, if you will, that Atheris is a delicious carrot that I've forgotten to eat and left out in the midday sun. The most earnest wishes or prayers will not stop it from rotting to the core. So sadly, there's nothing to be done but to abandon said carrot, Atheris, in case the metaphor is lost on you, to its grisly fate.
And this
What?
moon will serve as the vessel to deliver us to a new home.
Just so! We will gather up as many people, supplies, and resources as our stores will hold.
Oh my
And then,
gosh!
once everyone is aboard, it's off to another star.
Oh no! No, 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 no. This is... This is something. This is something. This is something right here. This is something. This is something. This is bunny people on the moon. Oh no! Oh my gosh! Get out of here! This game is wild.
Pleasure to meet you. But I'm still trying to make sense.
He's like, what the heck? He's like, I don't get it. Announcement. Thank God. Oh my God. Look at this. They're so cute. Oh my gosh. He's like, what the heck? people. This is wasting my time.
Easier said than done, admittedly. For one does not simply hop from star to star on a whim. Which is precisely why we've spent countless years constructing the most propulsive of propulsion systems. We ought to make it to our destination in 2 shakes of a rabbit's tail.
Impressive technology. I dare say it is beyond anything we have ever seen.
No need to shower us with praise. All we've done is faithfully carry out the instructions left to us by Heidelin.
Okay, now here's where I think the writing would get very interesting. Is if right after this we go down to Aetheris and nobody believes that there's bunny people on the moon. That's what I think would make this very interesting.
Back in the old days, when she was still just Venar, she was dedicated to the study of the world and its inner workings. And the Watcher, the real one, not the simulacrum you met, was one of her fellow researchers. We and this wondrous vessel masquerading as a moon are products of their knowledge and know-how.
There's certainly more to you all than meets the eye. Might I ask where exactly you intend to take us?
We identified a few promising candidates for resettlement some time ago, but we cannot guarantee that they are fit for habitation. Moreover, the ship can only travel in short bursts. We intend to go down our list, hopping from star to star, until we find one suitable for resettlement. No need to worry, though. The vessel is being refurbished with accommodation for an extended stay as we speak. While we did have to rely upon outside help to determine what amenities were essential, I dare say we have risen to the challenge.
Help? From who?
From you and yours! Who else? Each time we woke to perform regularly scheduled maintenance, we were greeted by the resources you sent us. What better way to learn about preferences and proclivities of our present-day charges?
Oh.
Perhaps your elders were responsible for the deliveries?
I'm not sure what led you to conclude otherwise, but I can assure you that we are all grown men and women. And I very much doubt my elders know this place exists, much less how to send you so much as a starlight missive.
What? Then who in blazes let you on my moon? Heidelin herself led you here. You don't say! Well, that's really not children. Then why are you so small and stunted? Like little baby carrot people.
Oh.
Well, Amarotines were a great deal taller. In the present day, persons of such prodigious size are exceedingly rare.
So, you're saying everyone's not like the Watcher? Oh, confound it all! Someone could have at least scribbled a note about your profound miniaturization.
That tome in thy possession.
Oh, this? One of the first books sent to us. A compendium of the people of Aetheris, with a few blank pages at the back for minor corrections and updates as needed. The sum total of our knowledge of your kind is contained in these pages. I thought it was abridged and made small for our benefit, but this isn't a regular-sized book, is it?
I thought it was abridged and made small for our benefit.
need you to rebuild the domiciles at 1/3 the scale. All of them! Yes, all of them! And but me no buts! See to it with all speed!
Perhaps you could tell us a bit more about your terrestrial collaborators.
Yes, yes, in due time. But first, I'd like to hear more about you, if it's all the same. I'd rather not risk any other complications due to outdated knowledge of our passengers-to-be.
This is wild. With the final days fast approaching, Living Way is keen to complete her preparations. It won't be long before the final days are upon us in all their terrible grandeur, so it is imperative that we be prepared to receive our passengers to be. If there is anything at all that may displease them, it must be addressed post-haste, and address it we shall. Here at Bestway's Borough, we have assembled everything required to offer our guests the best way forward. We've produced myriad amenities we understand to be essential for day-to-day living, and I wish to hear your opinions on them. I'm sure you've all worked up into an appetite, so why don't we start with foodstuffs? Meet me at the Caratorium and we'll see about filling your bellies. She does not want for enthusiasm. The notion of a theorist rotting to its core being a matter of course is rather concerning, though. Nevertheless, let us take this opportunity to learn more of the Lepores in this vessel. I love this. Don't think I did it correctly. This is insane. is giant. Oops. Nothing way. Recording way. Camping way. It's down. I don't see any pathways down. That would be a door. I can't believe this whole place is like not used. I don't see any other players here. So wait a second. If Heidelin intended for all of this to happen, I guess it was just a failsafe. I don't understand. Why was the Hero of Light ever needed in the first place? No small amount of trial and error, but after many, many cycles of painstaking learning, we created the finest cuisine our guests could ask for. I've learned all about the essential nutrients for a healthy and balanced diet from the reference material we received. Practically worn the words. Okay. Hop along the platforms here, and you'll find a storage unit full to bursting with delectable delights. Unusually light and springy. Yeah. Carrots. They have lots of carrots. Okay. One of my personal favorites, actually. Please dig in. I'm eager to hear what you're saying. Snap off a piece of carrot, enjoying its crunchy texture. Righteous confidence surges within you, a certainty that you are the center of the universe, that all creation is the story, and you the star. Beloved and perfect and special, a god worthy of worship and prayer. Or at the very least, a second role, should the dice treat you poorly. Huh. What exactly did these collaborators share with you about cuisine on Etheirys? Surely you're aware we have an abundance of dishes and foods you could emulate. Of course we are, but well, it was only quite recently that we established contact. Even holding a conversation was a struggle at first, so imagine our surprise when they sent a mountain of books and documents with no clear instructions. The sheer amount of information was overwhelming. If it wasn't for that encyclopedia I found, we would have been at a loss for where to begin. And so we decided rather than just divide our resources to prepare a variety of middling and potentially unsatisfying meals, it would be more efficient to devote our efforts to the production of a single perfect food. That's all well and good, but man cannot live on raw carrots alone. Have you ever considered cooking them? You mean steaming, boiling, roasting, and the like? I suppose we could prepare the carrots in other ways. But our primary concern was efficiency, and what's more efficient than sinking your teeth into a carrot fresh from production? That's a true. Hey, how are you? Good morning. I hope you're enjoying Final Fantasy XIV. I know I am. I have just arrived at the bunny people, and I love it. I love it so much. I love it so much. A rather strange approach to take for one named Cooking Way, isn't it? Well, technically speaking, Cooking Way isn't my given name. When first created, we were all named in the old tongue, you know, that otherwise impenetrable parlance the Watcher speaks. After we received the Great Tome of Words, a dictionary that is, from our collaborators, we learned your language, adverbs, gerunds, present continuous verb conjugations, just the basics. Then we found the terms related to our given tasks and used them to form new names. Aren't they helpful? No, not really, but it does explain a great deal. Wherefore didst thou deem such a change necessary? When the rest of your people arrive, we want to be certain they understand immediately what each of us does. You'd never be able to pronounce our original names anyway. I see. I hope our critiques, such as they are, were helpful to you. Leporits are so cute. I love these things. I hope we get to play as Leporits in the next expansion. They're spazzes. Though if you should decide to preserve flora and fauna from Aetheris as well, you would be able to offer the passengers a more balanced diet. Until such a day, when I pray hope comes sooner than later, it would appear there is a naught but carrots on the menu. The carrots are really good, though. Living Way is eager to show you more of the moon's wonders. I think we've had our fill of carrots for now. Let's move on to other necessities, shall we? Our clothing production is sure to impress. This way. Oh, clothing. Okay. Let's see what kind of fashion they have. This is so cool. I love that it reverts to like classic style music when you go into a battle. I think that's cool too. I guess these are like playthings to mess with. Hero of Light here being a bit of a menace. I trust Heidelin. I don't know about you guys, but I trust her. I trust Heidelin. This is all good stuff. I mean, maybe the carrots are a little bit obnoxious. You can't say what you hope we are without spoilers. Okay. Yeah. Don't spoil. I had no idea that there would be bunny people on the moon when I started this morning. So this is all fresh for me. I have no idea what's going to happen next. I have to type this out. Somebody trolled me. Somebody trolled me when I fought Zodiark and told me Zodiark was the final boss. So imagine my surprise when I found out there My stream is lagging. Is my stream lagging? 1 second. It could be the extra program I have open. I'll close this. Imagine my surprise. Okay, where am I? Is it still lagging? I have to know. I have to check, actually. Let's check. Nope, all fixed? Okay, great. Awesome. The Apparel Production Station. We've chosen to employ more traditional methods for this task, creation magics. Heidelin, in her infinite wisdom, blessed us with the self-same affinity for magic her people possessed. We have other amazing talents, of course, and I know you're dying to hear about them, but I will regale you with the details another time. That said, we did run into a spot of trouble at first. Our magic alone was not sufficient to see our work done. In the end, we discovered crystallized ether was a wonderful catalyst that could provide us with the extra boost we needed. How resourceful. The sweet sound of recognition. You will also be impressed to hear we've read all about your habit of changing attire too much to match your chosen profession. Oh, changing attire to match your chosen profession. See my classes? Sure. Make yourselves known to the workers and they will see to the rest. Here they are. No Reaper yet, no Sage yet. Just Warrior. I'm a Warrior main. As much as they have streamlined the Warrior process and made the rotation basically as simple as possible, I am, in fact, still a Warrior. I miss the stance changing. I miss changing stances. I thought that added a lot to the flavor of the game. But, you know. One of the visitors from... hang on. One of the visitors from Aetheris. Goodness me, Mapping Way wasn't kidding. You really are smaller than a Watcher. You have a 90 Warrior? Nice! We chose the same class. Or you have... yeah, that's one of your classes. You're here to try on a set of clothes, yes? What would you have me fashion for you today? An outfit that embodies my bloodlust, something simple yet functional, a fashionable and refined ensemble. Embodies your... what? This will only take a moment. Glasses are pretty balanced at the moment. Cool. Uh-oh. Oh dear. Oh dear, it's terrible. A perfect fit. I would be oh gosh. I would be lying if I said I understand what a bloodlust is, but I assume it's something you enjoy. I made certain your clothes are flexible yet sturdy enough to endure whatever it is you plan to do while wearing them. This is terrible. Look at that, speechless. And in there, I thought you might not like it. If you've a mind to try something else, why not speak with my fellow artisans? I'm sure they'd be happy to oblige. You must continue wearing these garments in order to progress. You will change back to your normal garments if you move too far away. Look to your map for the garment's changes area effect. Speak with the restless Leporit to restore or prolong the garment change. This is tragic. The only 90s you have at the moment are Warrior, Red Mage, Scholar, Astro, and Summoner, which is currently working on Monk, which is 73. I gotta say, you have a nice mix of classes there. Have you done any raids yet, or have you done any like extreme content? I guess is what it is now. This outfit is so bland. But I guess, I mean, all they have to really do is function, right? No one said you'd be coming. Can I help you? You wish to try my clothes, really? Savage content? Nah, I've only been playing this game for 3 months. I'm a chicken. Okay, when it comes to those. Oh, when I get more confident, though? You know what? I don't blame you, but it really is a treat. It is enjoyable. For how intimidating it might be, it is enjoyable. Did you have anything in mind? Flare, yes, please. I think I can handle that. Let's see. This should do. I'm not gonna like it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Some of my best work yet. Times and tastes truly have changed. It used to be so rare for anyone to request clothing with a focus on form over function. Thankfully, I had a spare concept for robes made using a different fabric. I think it looks rather fetching. It is actually kind of stylish. I was worried how the concept would turn out when put to the proof, but it looks stunning on you. Once you go and show Living Way, I'm sure she's eager to see what we've come up with. You must... okay. You know, these aren't bad. I gotta say. They're not bad. I wouldn't wear it permanently, but it's not bad. It's better. Definitely better. You know, gotta go with better. I want to have a healing class. I don't think Sage is gonna be it, but I want, like, Scholar? I think I want Scholar. Yeah. But the thing is, like, it's only the raids that you use it for. Good morning, Zeno. My, don't we look splendid? The result of much trial and error, but I know quality work when I see it. You needn't speak. I can see your adoration for the moon and we Laportes in your eyes. No doubt your friends feel the same, having sampled our creations. Sorry to have kept you waiting. Oh! They insisted we sample all of their concepts ere we returned. Verily, it is an ensemble most becoming. Aw, he likes it. I think it's past time we return these clothes. Thank Crit. That's quite funny. I was so confident our garments would meet with your approval. Whatever are we doing wrong? Aww. The poor bunnies. The Watcher taught us that in this time everyone wore the same clothes. To do otherwise was against social etiquette. How am I? I'm doing well, thank you, Zeno. We thought we could appeal to modern taste by tailoring the robes to specific professions, but... Please, you mustn't be so hard on yourself. Should we resort to evacuating the people of Aetheris, they will most certainly have need of your attire. It is clear you spared no effort in addressing our needs, but you must understand that we are not quite so homogeneous. Speaking for myself, what I wear now better suits my tastes, even if it is of inferior make. But there are others whose choices may be influenced by traditions or personal experience. Rather than make assumptions for the whole, you must consider the individual and their potential preferences. I fear we've underestimated the complexity and diversity of your people. Even if we'd memorized every tome we received, I doubt we'd have fared much better. Maybe we're doing you a disservice trying to shower you with our baubles and frippery, thinking it was for your benefit when you'd be better off on your own. There are some who might agree, people who prefer to keep others at arm's length even when they know they shouldn't. As one such former fool, I'd like to ask you a question. This plan to evacuate and escape the final days, did it account for the reflection of the source as well? Reflections of the source. Not that I'm aware of. We were born of Heidelin's love for Aetheris, and the salvation of the people on that star, and that star alone, has ever been our aim. Surely it's better to devote ourselves to saving one world than to divide our efforts across 14 and risk failing them all. I suppose you're right. Livingway, might we have to leave to explore Bestaway's burrow unattended? You have given us much to think about. Why, certainly. Until later, then. If I may, I should like to accompany thee a while longer. Really? I mean, you're more than welcome to. There was actually something I wished to speak with you about. Let's be off then, shall we? I wonder what they're plotting. Uh-oh. Let's talk to this one. My apologies, I wasn't trying to spy or anything. Everyone's been talking about the visitors come from Aetheris, and I want to see what all the fuss was about. I was excited at first, but now I'm worried. What if the people of Aetheris refuse to come? What if we can't save them? It's clear we've made a mess of things. But wait, you still haven't visited the domiciles. Once you see them, you'll understand how wonderful the moon truly is, I'm sure of it. I'll be waiting for you by the teleporter near the entrance. Oh, and the name's Growing Way, by the way. See you soon. Growing Way. His job is to grow? I'm judging by the lack of people in this area that this is not the last map to unlock. You're here, you're really here. Thank you so much. Sorry, what should I call you? Crikey, even your names are amazing. We'll be using this teleporter to enter the residential area. I think I'm gonna change my name. Whenever you're ready.
Ready in the teleporter.
Teleporter.
Huh? Access to living quarters restricted due to reconstruction. Then where is it? Oh no!
A private audience, as thou didst request, for reasons I know not.
Just a precaution. I'd rather I didn't have to ask the question at all, but I take my responsibilities very, very seriously. Do you and your friends, by any chance, find our accommodation wanting? Be honest, brutally even.
'Twould be ungracious of me to belittle the efforts of thee and thine.
Lovely sentiment, really. But the disappointment is writ plain on your comrades' faces. It's all the more frustrating since no one will come out and say what they find wanting.
Aww.
If there are faults in our work, we need to know. We will do better. But time is not on our side.
This is so heartwarming. They wanna make everybody happy.
If your people are to be saved, we must take quick and decisive action.
Oh.
This vessel must serve as a home for as many passengers as possible, for far longer than we may like. Which brings me to my request. Our collaborators on Atheris are doing what they can to prepare for the voyage. Would you be willing to go and lend them a hand?
Oh, it's the Charlians!
For yourself, you could
Oh!
see its many splendors, learn what else they might require, and assuage whatever concerns they have.
Wherefore wouldst thou entrust me with such a task?
How to put it? You're the only one who appears not to be wholly unsatisfied with our work. Or quite good at pretending that's the case, at least. Calm, collected, tactful to a fault. Very particular with your words, too.
Oh, so they like him.
You understand that, in the face of great danger, one cannot pursue perfection at the expense of practicality. The difficult choices must often be made for the greater good.
and so fate doth conspire to set my feet upon this path once more.
Come again?
Ah, idle musings. 'Tis no trifle, thou dost ask. Yet full well do I understand the urgency and necessity.
Oh, dear me! Dear me! I was terribly sorry for the mix-up. It's a bit of a malfunction. I hadn't realized the residential quarters were inaccessible, you see. But you're still in one piece. So, all's well that ends well, yes? Won't happen again. I promise.
That was embarrassing. I promise to be more careful from now on. Since the residential quarters are closed for now, I've rerouted the teleporter to allow travel between floors instead. Hopefully it proves useful in the meantime. A shame you couldn't see it though, you really would have liked it. You can now travel between the upper and lower floors of Bestaway's Burrow via the teleporter. May not seem like it, but we've been planning for this far longer than I'd care to admit. Each time we woke up, we'd have long discussions about how to save as many of you as we can. It felt like everyone had an opinion on this or that. But the one thing we all agreed upon was that the people of Aetheris wouldn't take action to save themselves until it was far too late. That's why we're striving to make the moon a vibrant, magical place they'd hop at the chance to visit, rather than waiting for the flames of oblivion to get them off their tails and force them to accept our invitation. The residential quarters may not be up to the necessary standards just yet, but there are plenty of other places worth seeing. You've already had a look at the Caratorium, but wait until you see what's waiting for you at the east end of the burrow. Follow me. Alright, let's go. I'm all for it. I'm really enjoying this. This is really great. We have quests! We have quests! That is awesome. Good, you're here. Through this door is the greatest End's Vale. It was named as such because it's the veil to end all veils, the most beautiful forest you'll ever see. We understand that people of Aetheris enjoy taking leisurely walks through natural spaces and the like, so I'm sure you'll enjoy it. How about we start with a nice stroll to the fountain, this way. Oh my. The greatest End's Vale. This is so cool. This is so cool. Look at this! Oh my gosh. Look at all this. It's so pretty. It's so colorful. Oh. Oh man, don't tell me we ever have to leave this place. I gotta say, the moon is an enthralling environment here. I'm quite captivated right now. Okay, so we have to go up. I'll find it. So what did you think of the forest? Isn't it positively pleasant? Simply sublime? Yes, I do say so. 'Tis as transcendent as burying your face in a chocolate and taking a good long whiff. I couldn't see the forest or the trees. Right you are, our forest is made of crystals and constructs, dotting the landscape as far as the eye can see. Building this place was a challenge, let me tell you. Since we were born here, we've never seen trees in person before, let alone a forest. The information sent by our collaborators was quite enlightening, but after much deliberation, we decided to use crystalline constructs in place of living trees. And thanks to our atmosphere and circulation system, this place produces air as clean as that you'd find in a forest on Aetheris. The fountain here behind us, powered by the rather large crystal adorning its top, plays a vital role in supplying us with fresh water. Much time and effort was spent making it the most spherical of spheres, and I dare say the unparalleled roundness speaks for itself. I enjoyed nothing more than a nice long stretch and a spot of relaxation whenever I come up here. Alright, let's go for a stretch. Good stretch. That's the spirit. I feel more relaxed simply watching you. A sight worth the many years spent building this place. If it's not too much to ask, it's always been a dream of mine to take a walk through this forest with someone from Aetheris. Could we maybe? Oh, they're so cute. I want to play as one of these guys. I want that to be the new race. I was thinking that I could be more helpful to you by teaching you a little about the moon and what it is we do. When we were first created, the moon's sole purpose was to hold Zodiark, and there was absolutely nothing to be found here. Eventually, Heidelin gave us our first task, furnish the moon with propulsion systems capable of facilitating travel to other stars. It sounds impressive, and I suppose in some respects it is, but it was also only possible thanks to all the knowledge Heidelin shared with us. We also had a lot of time to get it done, 6,000 years give or take. But anyway, let's keep going. I want to play as one of these guys. I want to play as a I don't know what it's called. This may come as a surprise, but we didn't begin building the habitable areas until after the propulsion systems were ready. Considering how long it took, I wish we'd started sooner. Who would have thought we'd need 4,000 years to make all this? It certainly wasn't work you dare rush either. We had to create infrastructure and countless supporting systems, some of which wouldn't be operational until hundreds of years later. And then there was that brief period where our productivity came to a screeching halt, when that bizarre red satellite was sent up from Aetheris. The Alligans' mischief, I think. We thought maybe some new nefarious actor was colluding with Zodiark. All we could do was stand by and brace ourselves for the worst. I can't tell you how relieved we were when Heidelin informed us of its destruction. Oh yes, there was much joyous humming that day. Say, do you notice anything peculiar about the treetops? I mean, apart from the fact that they're massive crystals and not trees. peculiar. I'll give you a hint. It's the golden rings emanating from their glowing spheres. Along with the device fixed near the ceiling, they fulfill a role similar to our sun, and do so better even. The sun and similar celestial objects in the great expanse radiate energy that is harmful to your bodies. These rings shield you from that energy while allowing you to bathe in the perfect amount of sunlight, or rather, a close approximation to it. Pretty impressive, wouldn't you say? Oh, and if you look closely, you'll see different types of trees have ever so slightly different curvature. Yes, indeed, this forest truly is the greatest. There was something else I wanted to tell you about. The propulsion systems and habitat facilities were completed around 2,000 years ago, and with that the most important features were fit for purpose. Which was all well and good, except we still knew absolutely nothing about the present-day people of Aetheris. Why not go and visit Aetheris yourself, you might ask? Strictly forbidden. Were our technology or knowledge of the moon's true purpose exploited for evil ends, the results would be disastrous. Then there were a few more rejoinings, and it became increasingly difficult to converse with Hydaelyn. Fearful we might lose the ability to communicate with her altogether, we besieged her to find people on Aetheris we could trust to help. We were quite fortunate everything worked out as it did. With the exception of routine inspections and maintenance, we remained asleep and awaited, hopeful Hydaelyn would find someone who would help us. Eventually she did, and though her power was waning, we were able to speak to them directly for a short while. We shared with them everything we could, including our knowledge of the heavens and a means to travel here to the moon. They certainly didn't waste any time with what we taught them. No more than a few years after that, our collaborators found a means to convey messages and supplies to us from down below. With all the letters, books, and other resources they sent, we learned enough to start making more meaningful changes to the moon. And now you're here, hopefully enjoying yourself as much as I am. I knew you would like the greatest Ensville, I knew it. Thank you for coming here, by the way. I know I was just a walk through the forest, but it meant a lot to me. There you are. I take it you've already received the Grand Tour. A shame we missed it. Growing Way, I've been looking all over for you. Oh, she grows trees. Is it about to teleport her to the residential area? No, never mind that. We have more pressing matters at hand. I will be calling an emergency meeting shortly, and your attendance is required. Really, I can't imagine why you'd need me there, but if you insist. We won't be away long, so you all are more than welcome to continue looking about the burrow. Now come along, Growing Way. Before we arrived, you seemed to be in the midst of a rousing conversation with your guide. Did you learn anything of import? They spent 12,000 years preparing for this? With the appointed hour fast approaching, I can certainly understand their restlessness, but still. It remains to be seen if the people can be persuaded to evacuate when there are yet no signs of the final days. What's more, the technology of this place defies imagination. I doubt there are many who would readily come to terms with living in such surroundings. Whoever these collaborations are, unless they are possessed of the world's most charming personalities or a means of forcibly evacuate people, they will meet with a great deal of resistance. Indeed, even if faced with annihilation, the decision to forsake all one knows cannot be made lightly. Forgive me, friends, but I must beg your leave. There is another matter which yet begs for mine attention. Of course, we can accompany you if you like. Nay, that will not be necessary, if you will excuse me. clear now that difficult decisions lie ahead of us. Preparation for the evacuation of Aetheris is indeed crucial, but I am not yet willing to forsake our world and its reflections, and I trust I am not alone in my reticence. Did Uriaje seem strange to you, more so than usual, I mean? I know he has a penchant for keeping his own counsel, but I'd be lying if I said I wasn't worried. Would you go and see if he's alright? Ishola and I will remain here and see what else we can learn about the final days. If you hurry, perhaps you can catch up too. This is beautiful. I love this so much. $385 yalms to the northwest. $121 to the west. $64 to the south. I don't know what game that's from, if that's from a game, but it's a very cool melody. I like it. Let's see. To the west? How do I guess I start over. To the west. They're like adorable little Oompa Loompas. Rianjay appears to be up to something. so gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oriange ventures off into the Mare Lamentorium. For reasons unknown, you must tread carefully, else he might sense your presence. Uh-oh, we gotta follow him. Alright. Now, Oriange, of course, has been subject of some evil machinations in the past, so I am not want to trust him.
Thine arrival is timely as ever. Thou didst chance to overhear my conversation with Living Way, I presume? 'Twas not mine intent to move in shadow. Nevertheless, I have been asked to do that and more yet again. Is it so plain that these strangers could intuit it at a glance? My capacity for silence and secrecy and duplicity. And Grahatir did contrive to deliver the first at the price of his own life. I was complicit in the scheme. A sacrifice averted for a mercy. Would that I could say the same for Minfilia. One life for one world. And by that bloody bargain brokered by my hand were the scions robbed of a dear comrade, and Flamine her beloved daughter. Two souls, whose selflessness was beyond measure, whose resolve was unshakable. They would not be moved even had I thought to protest. But protest I did not. Far from it. I pushed them forward. No effort did I make to seek out alternatives. Ones that would not demand such terrible costs. That resignation weigheth heavy on my mind, as does the memory of another lost to mine inaction. Dearest Moonbritter, who did face death unflinching, that we might secure a means to bring low the Ascians. In her hour of need, I did naught. Dutiful disciple of Louisoix, ever looking to the greater good. Had I shut mine eyes and bid her live instead, mayhap she would be with us today. Selfish wants, born of everlasting regrets. Most days I put them from my mind, but could think of naught else when asked to swallow the same bitter draught. Subterfuge and sacrifice. Mayhap the right moral choice, but one I regard with great trepidation. The calamity of Amarot was a tragedy beyond reckoning. One which must never again come to pass. Thus must we struggle, haunted by ghosts of those we have lost, clinging to those we pray we can yet save. But what of those we cannot? How do we make peace with the dreadful algebra of necessity? I am not alone in my discomfort, then. 'Tis surprising, though perhaps not. We Scions are wont to debate strategy at length, but are resolute and unwavering in execution. Strange. Scarcely can I remember when last we spoke alone, and so candidly. I thank thee. For all my supposed skill with words, I find it difficult to express such private thoughts. As for the Loporrit's proposition, I will take time and consider how to respond. 'Twould be to our mutual benefit if we could converse more openly with our aspiring caretakers. A concern I should be glad to address on the Scion's behalf. To dispense with all pretense and bare one's heart to another is a frightening thing indeed. But we cannot move forward ere we take that bold first step. A lesson I have learned many times before, and today.
What are they saying? Curse these ears, and I'd bugger all! No matter. We've got our plans.
In truth, my reason for traveling hither was to effect a plan of mine own, a plan which may pave a way forward for us all. May, I say, for there is no guarantee of success. 'Tis the reason I set out alone, that failure should it come would be mine to bear alone. Yet thou standest before me with proffered hand and open heart. 'Twould be remiss of me to refuse thy amity, and so I ask, would thou join in mine endeavor? Absolutely. I thank thee for accompanying me. 'Tis a simple plan, in truth. We shall not be long away from Bestway's burrow. Difficult decisions must needs be made in the coming days, but I nevertheless believe we are all of one mind in our desire to save the people of Itheris. To make clear a resolve of the Leporids, I would offer them a gift, but its making doth require a most singular ingredient. Now, we can't avert the final days. And we will. Oh. Somewhere around here. To the west. There it is. Abundance of spongeoy. Excellent. I chanced to spy this aggregation when crossing Zodiark's erstwhile prison. Using a spell taught me by the new Mo, I believe these shall suffice for the gift I would fashion. The magic requireth considerable concentration, however. Might I prevail upon thee to stand watch while I perform the incantation? Exactly what I needed there. Don't hit me. Dang it. I'll be right back. Okay, I am going to add a very, very important feature to this stream. It's going to be the sub goal. Okay. Text source. What do we have? Plus new text. We're going to call it sub goal. Okay. Where is it? Here it is. Alright, sub goal 0 out of 1,000. I am looking to do this every day. So the sub goal is going to be the way by which I do that. So anybody interested in subbing, it will help me do this every day. Okay, back to the game. Surveying the nearby area, you see no sign of potential threats. This would be a good opportunity to see how Urianger is faring. A magic ink every ounce as efficacious as that crafted by the Numo. Rare is the occasion of a conjure mine own, but is nevertheless the most useful skill. The resulting product is admittedly possessed of no paternal properties, but its hue is one of mine own choosing, which I pray the Leporets will appreciate. Oh, thank goodness, I thought you had been eaten or had perhaps fallen into a crater. Ishtola has been looking all over for you, Ezekiel. She says she needs to speak with you about something most urgent, dire even. She was also quite clear that she wishes to speak with Ezekiel alone, which means I'm afraid you must stay behind, Urianger. But worry not, it just so happens we need your help with an errand. Delivering a package from the Watcher's Palace to Bestway's Burrow. It's quite large and heavy, perhaps even too heavy for we poor Leporets, and we would be ever so grateful if you could lend us a hand. Suppose I should be going then. Good. I mean, yes, very good. Let us not keep you then. I shan't be long. Help me do this every day. I'd really love to have a subscriber following going. But I also need to be partnered. So let's modify this. Let's do this. Let's do a follow goal. I need a sub button first. That means I need to be a partner, right? How many partners do I have? How many followers do I have? Stream manager. $79 out of 1,000. Okay, cool. 79 out of 1,000. Nice. That's not nothing. That is not nothing. Right there. Appreciate that. That's what I'm all about, appreciation. I'd love to create a game too, someday. Get a team together, make something cool. Let's teleport. Let's go. Is there anywhere he's likely to stop and rest? Or perhaps there's a way to slow him down? What's the rush? I was thinking we should wait here, maybe enjoy a cold mug of carrot juice, and no? True, but if it proves effective, he was here in Greatest Ensville when last I saw him. Let us split up and find him. Alright. Search your surroundings for running way. You may move the camera as well as zoom in and out. Throw mouse balls? Moose ball. I'm running away. Do you mind explaining why you hit me in the face with your balls of moose flesh? I'm highly knowledgeable about the final days. That's the most ridiculous thing I've heard since I woke up. Who told you that joke? As if we've got time to look into the final days when there's so much to do before the Great Voyage. It's true that Hydaelyn did impart to us some knowledge of the event, but I know about as much as any other Leporid around here. Less, probably. I don't know why anyone would think it's funny to go around telling people I'm an expert, but they'd better hope I don't get my paws on them. Sorry I couldn't be of more help, but if there's nothing else, I've work to do. And I'm off. Her job is to run. In circles. And that is her work. All right. I could find neither hide nor hair of him. How did you fare? So he knows no more than the others. Care to explain yourself, Growing Way? Well, you see, I misremembered. Yes, that's it. I misremembered. Terribly sorry about that. Afraid I'm drawing a blank, though. Try as I might, I can't remember who I was thinking of. On an unrelated note, whatever Rian Jay? I assume you spoke with him earlier, but did he say when he'll be returning? On his way to the Watcher's place with Living Way? Between Growing Way's sudden lapse of memory and our lack of other leads, maybe our time would be better spent lending Urianje a hand. What? Now hold on a moment. It's all coming back to me. Yes, I remember. The information you're looking for is in the archives. Yes, that's where you'll find all sorts of useful knowledge, including that pertaining to the final days. Growing Way is fidgeting with nervous energy, but is it from the excitement or worry? Oh, what to do, what to do? I promised Living Way I would help, but... No, I promised I'd help, so that's what I'll do. The archives are on the second floor of the main plaza, the eastern wing. Follow me. I love the environments in this game, they're so nice. I suspect the Leporites are up to something, but if there is aught to be learned of the final days, I think it best we play along, for now at least. Gotta say, this place is overstaying its welcome a little bit. I gotta admit, we've been here for a couple of hours now, so I'm like, when are we gonna move on to the next region here? You know, but maybe that's just my impatience. I want to do content. I want to do dungeons and trials and extreme trials and raids and all that good stuff. Hail person, yes you, do you have a moment? You see, ever since we awoke for inspection, a friend of mine has been acting a little funny. Funnier than usual even. I can hear him sighing from all the way over here. I would go and call on him, as I do, but he always insists that nothing's wrong. I think he'd be unable to help himself from opening up to you, though. He has always been ever so fond of people. Would you mind lending him an ear or two? Ba 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 na na na. Okay. Many thanks to you. My friend's name is Dreaming Way, and he should be somewhere nearby. Just follow the Lamentatious Nothing. Alright. Okay, so this, I'm looking for a different spot of the map here. Ow, 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 I just hit my foot. Ow, 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 ow. do not know where I'm going here. Guess I'm just going up. The archives are right through this door, but it seems to be locked. I guess we'll just have to go and find whoever has the key. Growing way enough. If you have naught else to tell us of the final days, you need only say so. We can ill afford to be wasting time here, as you well know. Did you yourselves not tell us we must act quickly? Yes, we did, but the moon was to be a perfect paradise for the people of Aetheris, and we're running out of time to make everything ready for their arrival. We hoped you'd see the wonders we have to offer, but you found nothing but faults and flaws in our work. Only one of you saw our potential, so you others must be kept here. So that's Living Way's game. Run us about in circles, and failing that, lock us away so we can't put the plan at risk. Everyone except your Rianjay. He understands what is at stake, what must be done. I fear you've misjudged us, Growing Way. Never have we decried the notion of using the moon as a means of escape. That said, my heart breaks at the thought of abandoning Aetheris and her reflections to their doom. If there is a way to avert the final days... To avert the final days! I wish to find it. We all do. We may fail, but our efforts would never be at the expense of your plans. But why would you take that risk? There is no room for ifs and maybes now. The people of Aetheris will escape here to the moon. They'll be safe and we'll finally get to see all their happy, smiling faces. I'm sorry, but we can't let you leave. We just can't. Uh-oh. Do what you must, but try not to hurt them. I'll be back in a moment. Don't do anything rash while I'm gone. Uh-oh. If we dally, they'll overwhelm us with sheer numbers. I said we knock these ones out, split up, and make our way to the exit. This is a twist. Let us reconvene where Argos awaits outside. I don't want to do this. I want us to all get along. Come quietly. You don't know me very well. have to save them. Oh, I feel so bad for them. I don't want to fight these guys. I don't want to fight them. They're friendly. Good, you're here. We must hurry to the Watcher's Palace and find Oriange.
And what, pray tell, do we seek at the Watcher's Palace?
Oh, come off it, friend. You know full well why we're here. The time has come for you to return to Aetheris and help your brethren prepare for their journey here and beyond.
Forgive me, Living Way, but I cannot in good conscience proceed with this plan.
Huh? But what about the final days? The death and the doom? Oh, we have to hurry before it's too late.
Your unflagging commitment to your duty is endearing, to say the least.
Oh, bugger!
Be at ease. They bear you no grudge, nor do I. How could we, having come to understand your purpose? For millennia, you and yours worked tirelessly towards the singular purpose of this heavenly vessel's construction. An arduous feat by any measure. It is clear you have spared no effort. Why, your very names are a testament to your dedication.
Our names? I'm not sure I understand what you're getting at.
Names are an expression of the self, a declaration of one's hopes and aspirations. Your use of contemporary, uncomplicated nomenclature doth ensure clarity of purpose. There can be no doubt that your love for the people of Aetheris is boundless and pure.
Yes! Yes! A most mellifluous phrasing! We Loporits were born of Heideland's love for Aetheris. That shining, shimmering blue jewel, brightest star in the sky, brimming with life and possibilities. For as long as I can remember, I've toiled in anticipation of the day when this vessel might be needed. All I've ever wanted was to meet those she cherished so dearly, to serve and serve well. That goes for all of us, don't you see? So help us help them. Lead them here where we can keep them safe. If there's anything wrong with what we've built, we'll fix it. We'll make it right.
Your works want not for repair. Yet there remaineth much for you to learn of men, and your own kin besides. Singing Way, thy name bespeaketh more than the simple marriage of rhythm and rhyme. The songs of Aetheris are beyond counting, and span the length and breadth of emotion. Maps are monuments to man's pioneering spirit and his devotion to charting the furthest reaches of our star. Many have devoted their lifetimes to exploratory pursuits, to venture unto the highest mountains and the deepest oceans in search of unknown frontiers. And thou, my friend, I do not think we've met.
My name is Puddingway.
Puddingway? Yes, indeed. A name of deep and abiding significance, I'm sure. But one perhaps better communicated through delicious deeds than tasteless words. A judicious application of fey magics at a later juncture may be appropriate. And Living Way. 'Tis no easy feat to convey the significance of thy moniker. When I was a bookish boy, a dear friend of mine was fond of peppering me with questions as I read, to my occasional annoyance. One day, I posed to her a question of mine own. What doth it mean to live? After much contemplation, she proffered this answer. The anticipation of a half-read story's conclusion. The hope today's mistake may serve as tomorrow's lesson. The wish that a new acquaintance may one day call thee friend. She believed it to be all these moments and more.
I want to understand, but...
I, too, still labor to find mine own answer. 'Twould be my pleasure to assist you and yours in embarking on a journey of self-discovery and enlightenment. For thee. Ink as blue as the waters of Aetheris. Made in haste, though I assure thee, the quality has not suffered for it. The people need not be persuaded by honeyed words. Nay, I have faith they shall do what is right in due course. Until they do, I beg your patience, friends. And with that ink, let us fill the empty pages of Living Way's compendium. An open exchange of ideas will surely afford you all a better understanding of modern man, and with it, ideas for improvements and renovations. But more importantly, it shall empower us to together find a way forward.
I hope you're right. Thank you for this lovely gift.
There you have it. I shall remain with the Loporrits to ensure that all is in order. Though we must needs prepare for every eventuality, you would all agree that the evacuation of our star is a last resort. To accept failure is to accept the demise not only of our star, but that of Reen's, of all reflections, and the souls that call them home. Which is why I have every faith that you shall fight to the last, that such drastic measures may prove unnecessary.
Should the worst come to the worst, and I pray deeply that it won't, I'll take comfort in knowing preparations were made under your watchful eye.
Aye, thou mayest be assured that if calamity cometh, not a soul will be left behind, if being the operative term.
to interrupt, but I feel like I need to make amends for all the secrecy.
Think nothing of it. We haven't been the most gracious of guests. Do convey our apologies to Growingway and the others.
But of course! And when next we welcome more guests from Atheris, we'll have learned to be much more hospitable hosts. Oh, and circling back to the matter of inappropriate secrecy, we ought to discuss our benefactors.
Agreed. The Charlayan Forum, yes?
What? How did you know?
The more I heard, the more obvious it became. The Forum's aims align closely with those of your anonymous patrons. A telling coincidence would be an understatement. Though had we not taken it upon ourselves to peruse certain restricted tones in Labyrinthos, we might still be unaware of their plans. But let us continue this discussion upon our return. I dare say we have kept Alphino and the others waiting long enough.
Wow. That's all I can say. That is all I can say right now. There's still Talafaroy to worry about. There's tons of stuff to worry about here. To the northeast, I'm not going. We went to the moon and back. But we'll have time to reflect on that later. Right now we need to head back to Camp Broken Glass and deliver a thoroughly detailed report to Lucia. I'd like very much to know how everyone is getting on here as well. They'd only just begun to treat the temper prisoners when we left. I share your curiosity, but warning our allies that the final days of is of greater importance. I speak not only of the contingent, of course. The heads of state of every nation must know what we have learned. We know not when or where or in what manner the final days will begin to manifest, and so we must see that everyone is prepared. Agreed, though we may wish to stress the importance of discretion, lest the public be sent into panic. Not that anyone in a position of responsibility should need to be told as much, but it bears repeating. Anyway, first things first, Camp Broken Glass. Teleport. I'm back on Atheris. Thank goodness. I'll be right back. boy. This is gonna be nuts. I can't believe they put themselves into this much work. We succeeded in subduing the tempered inside the Tower of Babel. We took many alive, but combined with those who were already in our custody, the number required care has grown exponentially. The inclement conditions here have made it difficult, if not impossible, to treat them all here, and so we have petitioned the aid of the allied nations. Some are, understandably, hesitant to proffer assistance, particularly those that were but recently subject to imperial occupation. That said, several others have agreed to grant them refuge for treatment. With the assistance of your fellow scions, we endeavor to see them safely transported and subsequently cured of their tempering. Will all the tempered be relocated? Not all, no. We have sufficient shelter to attend to those whose treatment has begun, and enough healers have volunteered to remain until their patients have recovered. Julius is one such patient. Yillus is one such patient, though he is not yet fit to receive visitors. Truth be told, it was a miracle he and those in his company were not harmed in the chaos. If not for Alphino and Alice's timely assistance, I dare say none of them would be with us today. In light of recent developments, have the Alliance leaders come to any decisions regarding Garlemald? Given the tremendous ramifications of what has happened here, it will take time to determine what must be done. In the meantime, they intend to work with the Eastern Alliance to keep a close watch over the provinces. We have other news to share. Shortly after Anima was defeated, we received reports that each and every tower has vanished. For a mercy, the process was apparently not quite as violent as you experienced in Thebnair. Those who are trapped within them have been rescued and are receiving treatment. To hasten this endeavor, the beast tribes have received instruction in the magics needed to cure tempering. Master Batoy is no doubt thrilled the Mother Porxie affords her so many visitors. Yes, and we are grateful for her ongoing efforts as well as those of our comrades near and far. As for the contingent, several of our members have been granted leave to return to their homelands after the transfer of Tempered has been completed. Lucia and I will remain, along with a small force to continue offering aid to those here in Garlemald. The Empire may be no more, but there are yet those who call these lands home. I believe that accounts for recent events here. So, what of the moon and the Talaferoi? Final days. I prayed your victory would mark the end of our troubles. There is still much we do not know, but the Alliance leaders must be told. Would you be willing to contact them in our stead? Yes, of course, I will send word forthwith. I'll also release your fellow Scions from their present duties that they might return to Charlian. Your energies are better spent finding a means to avert the coming apocalypse. Speaking of your fellow Scions, you'll be happy to hear that Mistress Kryl, though still on the mend, has been moved to the Baldician Annex and given into Tataru's care. Thank you. I look forward to seeing them both upon our return. Let us be on our way then. One last thing, if I may. After your confrontation with Zodiark, you said Xenos took his leave, and in all likelihood he has returned here to Garlemald. I have a mind to dispatch souls to try and ascertain his whereabouts, but first wish to ask if you believe there is merit in doing so. I suppose you're right. To dispatch good soldiers in pursuit of such a beast would be to send them to their deaths. Pray forget I entertained the notion. While on the subject of Xenos, the 10th Legion has made an official proclamation. They denounce the Crown Prince and condemn his role to the Empire's downfall. His very title has become a source of shame among his former subjects, and its continued use serves only to hinder relations with foreign nations. For this reason, he has been declared a Xenos Viator Galvus, outcast and enemy of Garlemald. Daniel is no more, and now his own people turn against him. It seems he is naught but his bloodlust to keep him company. Better than that army to see it sated. At any rate, I will not keep you longer. I pray you safe passage back to Charlian. What a story. I was not expecting much when I started this, but now that I've made it this far in, I was sorely mistaken. We were so terribly worried about you. Plainly don't cause my own fair share of worry, and for that I apologize. I don't know if I can keep reading this.